Unleash your greatness. Proven steps for lasting change. This isn't just an audiobook, it's a blueprint for transformation. Imagine waking up every single day feeling unstoppable, knowing deep in your heart that you're living the life you were truly meant to live. Picture yourself conquering your fears, achieving goals you once thought impossible, and creating a future so bright it feels almost unreal. But here's the truth. Greatness doesn't just happen. It's not luck, and it's not magic. It's a choice, a process, and most importantly, a journey. Whether you're standing at the crossroads of uncertainty, striving to break through barriers, or simply searching for the key to unlock your fullest potential, this is your moment, right here, right now. Welcome to Unleash Your Greatness, Proven Steps for Lasting Change. This audiobook is your guide, your mentor, and your partner in designing the life you've always dreamed of. Across 20 powerful chapters, you'll discover timeless strategies, proven techniques, and life-changing insights that will empower you to take control of your destiny. Are you ready to silence self-doubt, overcome fear, and step boldly into the life you deserve? Are you ready to unleash the greatness that's already within you? Let's dive in and take that first step together. Your future is waiting. Let's go. Chapter 1. The Power of Decision. Greatness begins with a single decision, the decision to change. Every transformative journey in life starts with one pivotal moment, a moment where you decide to step beyond your current limitations and strive for something greater. This decision is not about wishing for a better life. It's about committing to making it happen. It's the spark that ignites a new path and sets the foundation for all the growth and progress that will follow. Making this decision requires clarity. You need to know what you want and why it matters. Visualizing the life you desire is the first step, allowing you to create a compelling vision of your future. This vision becomes your compass, guiding you through challenges and keeping you focused on your ultimate goal. Clarity also means identifying what has been holding you back, whether it's fear, doubt, or negative habits, and deciding to let go of these obstacles to make room for progress. Commitment is equally important. When you make the decision to change, it's essential to anchor it in your values and priorities. This ensures your choice is meaningful and aligned with the person you aspire to become. True commitment involves not just saying, "I'll try," but declaring, "I will." It's about creating a mindset that sees change as non-negotiable, even when faced with setbacks. Taking this step also requires courage. Deciding to change means stepping into the unknown, leaving behind the safety of familiar routines. It's natural to feel scared or uncertain, but this fear is a sign that you're growing. The key is to reframe fear as excitement and opportunity. Every great achievement begins with a leap of faith, and this is yours. Staying true to your decision is where resilience comes into play. Life will inevitably throw challenges your way, testing your resolve. The key is to stay connected to your purpose and remind yourself why you started. When doubts arise, revisit your vision and reaffirm your commitment. This will help you push through obstacles and keep moving forward. The power of deciding to change lies in its ability to set everything else in motion. It transforms your thoughts into intentions and your intentions into action. By making this one decision with clarity and conviction, you unlock the first door to greatness, and what lies beyond is entirely up to you. Chapter 2. Define your why. Every great journey begins with purpose. Without a clear sense of why you're doing something, it's easy to lose motivation, feel aimless, or give up when challenges arise. Your why is the foundation of your drive, the reason that keeps you moving forward even when the road gets tough. It's the emotional anchor that reminds you what you're working for and why it matters. Defining your why begins with introspection. Take a moment to ask yourself, what inspires me? What am I passionate about? What do I want to achieve, and why do I want to achieve it? Dig deep. This isn't just about surface-level goals like earning more money or gaining recognition. Instead, focus on what truly fulfills you at a deeper level. Perhaps you want to create a better future for your family, make a positive impact on the world, or prove to yourself that you're capable of more. Your why should be personal and meaningful. When it's tied to your values and what you care about most, it becomes a powerful motivator. For example, if your goal is to build a successful career, think beyond the job title or salary. Is it about providing stability for your loved ones, or is it about pursuing your passion and leaving a legacy? The more personal and heartfelt your why is, the stronger your determination will be. Having a clearly defined why not only keeps you motivated but also helps you stay focused. It acts as a filter, allowing you to prioritize what truly matters and say no to distractions that don't align with your purpose. When life becomes overwhelming or you're faced with tough decisions, revisiting your why will give you clarity and strength. It's also important to remind yourself of your why regularly. Write it down, say it out loud, or create a visual representation of it, like a vision board. These reminders will keep your purpose at the forefront of your mind, fueling your passion and keeping your energy high. Defining your why is about understanding what truly drives you and using it as the compass for your journey. When you have a clear purpose, you'll not only feel more inspired, but you'll also have the resilience and determination to overcome any obstacle in your path. Remember, your why is the heartbeat of your greatness. It's what keeps you going when the world says, stop. Chapter 3. Set bold, clear goals. Without goals, dreams remain just that, dreams. Goals are the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. They give you direction, purpose, and a sense of accomplishment as you move forward. Setting bold, clear goals is about challenging yourself to aim higher and take actionable steps toward creating the life you envision. The first step in setting goals is clarity. A vague goal like, I want to be successful, lacks focus and direction. Instead, ask yourself, what does success look like for me? Is it starting your own business, improving your health, building meaningful relationships, or mastering a new skill? Be specific. For example, instead of saying, I want to get fit, set a clear goal like, I will lose 20 pounds in 6 months by exercising 3 times a week and eating healthy meals. Specific goals give you a target to aim for and make it easier to track progress. Bold goals require courage. Don't be afraid to think big and push beyond your comfort zone. While setting realistic objectives is important, playing it safe won't lead to transformative growth. Ask yourself, what would I attempt if I knew I couldn't fail? These bold goals are the ones that ignite passion and excitement, giving you the energy to keep going when the journey gets tough. Breaking your goals into smaller, actionable steps is essential. A big goal can feel overwhelming, but dividing it into manageable milestones makes it achievable. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, start with smaller tasks like brainstorming ideas, creating an outline, and writing a set number of pages each week. Each step forward builds momentum and brings you closer to the finish line. Your goals should also be time-bound. Deadlines create urgency and keep you accountable. Without a timeline, it's easy to procrastinate or lose focus. Whether it's a weekly, monthly, or yearly goal, set a clear deadline to measure your progress and keep yourself on track. Align your goals with your values and passions. Goals that resonate deeply with you are more likely to succeed because they're driven by genuine desire rather than external pressure. Ask yourself, does this goal excite me? Will achieving it bring me closer to the life I want? When your goals reflect who you are and what you truly want, the journey becomes as rewarding as the destination. Setting bold, clear goals isn't just about dreaming big. It's about creating a roadmap to turn those dreams into reality. With the right focus, determination, and actionable steps, your goals will become the stepping stones to your greatness. Chapter 4. Overcome Fear and Doubt. Fear and doubt are two of the most significant barriers to achieving greatness. They whisper in your ear, telling you that you're not good enough, that you might fail, or that you shouldn't even try. These emotions can paralyze you, keeping you stuck in your comfort zone and preventing you from taking the bold actions needed to reach your goals. But here's the truth. Fear and doubt aren't meant to stop you. They're meant to guide you toward growth. The first step in overcoming fear and doubt is recognizing them for what they are: natural responses to uncertainty and change. Fear doesn't mean you're weak, and doubt doesn't mean you're unworthy. In fact, they often show up when you're about to do something meaningful. Acknowledge these feelings without judgment, and remind yourself that they're part of the process. Next, reframe fear as an opportunity. Instead of seeing it as a sign to back away, view it as a signal that you're stepping into something bigger than yourself. Fear often highlights what matters most to us, our deepest goals, values, and aspirations. For example, if you're afraid of failing at a new business venture, it's because that success is important to you. Use that fear as fuel to prepare, strategize, and take calculated risks. Building confidence is another powerful tool for overcoming doubt. Confidence doesn't come from avoiding challenges. It comes from facing them head-on and proving to yourself that you're capable. Start by taking small, consistent actions toward your goals. Each step forward, no matter how small, builds momentum and strengthens your belief in yourself. Remember, confidence is a skill you develop, not something you're born with. Surrounding yourself with supportive people can also help you conquer fear and doubt. Seek out mentors, friends, or communities who uplift and encourage you. They can offer perspective, remind you of your strengths, and push you to keep going when your inner voice tells you to stop. Sometimes hearing someone else say, "You can do this," is all it takes to quiet the doubts in your mind. Visualization is another powerful technique. Close your eyes and imagine yourself succeeding, crossing the finish line, delivering the presentation, achieving the goal. Picture every detail, how it feels, looks, and sounds. Visualization trains your brain to believe in the possibility of success, reducing fear and reinforcing your determination. Embrace the fact that failure and setbacks are part of the journey. Everyone who has achieved greatness has faced challenges, made mistakes, and experienced moments of doubt. The key is to view these moments not as signs of defeat, but as opportunities to learn and grow. Each stumble is a step closer to mastery, and every failure brings you one step closer to success. Overcoming fear and doubt doesn't mean eliminating them entirely. It means choosing to act in spite of them. When you learn to face these emotions with courage and persistence, they lose their power to hold you back. Instead, they become stepping stones on your path to greatness, guiding you toward the life you've always dreamed of. Chapter 5. Build daily habits for success. Success is not the result of one grand moment or a sudden stroke of luck. It's built through consistent, intentional actions taken every single day. Your habits shape your life more than any single decision or effort. They are the small, repetitive actions that over time compound to create massive change. If you want to achieve greatness, you need to build habits that align with your goals and set you up for success. The first step to creating powerful habits is understanding their significance. Habits are like autopilot for your life. They dictate how you spend your time, energy, and focus. Positive habits can lead to incredible growth, while negative habits can keep you stuck in patterns of mediocrity. Start by taking inventory of your current habits. Which ones are helping you move closer to your goals? Which ones are holding you back? This awareness is the foundation for change. Next, focus on starting small. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to build new habits is aiming too high, too fast. For example, instead of deciding to run 5 miles every day when you've never run before, start with a commitment to run for 5 minutes a day. The key is consistency. Small actions done consistently are far more effective than big actions done sporadically. Over time, these small habits will grow into significant results. Creating a routine is essential for habit building. When you attach a habit to a specific time, place, or activity, it becomes easier to stick with. For example, if you want to develop the habit of journaling, commit to doing it every morning right after your coffee. By anchoring your habit to an existing part of your routine, you reduce decision fatigue and make it feel natural. Tracking your progress can also help you stay motivated. Use a habit tracker, journal, or app to keep a record of your daily actions. Seeing your progress builds momentum and gives you a sense of accomplishment. Celebrate small wins along the way, as these will keep you energized and focused. Another key to building successful habits is designing your environment to support them. If you want to eat healthier, keep fresh fruits and vegetables easily accessible and remove junk food from your home. If you want to read more, place books where you can see them and create a cozy reading space. Your environment should make it easier, not harder, to stick to your habits. Be patient with yourself. Habits take time to form. Research suggests it can take anywhere from 21 to 66 days to solidify a habit, depending on its complexity and your commitment. Don't get discouraged if you miss a day or two. What matters is that you get back on track. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Align your habits with your long-term vision. Every habit you build should bring you one step closer to the person you want to become. Ask yourself, does this habit align with my goals and values? If the answer is yes, then stick with it. Over time, these daily habits will create a ripple effect, transforming not just your actions but your mindset, confidence, and overall life. Building daily habits for success isn't about overnight transformation. It's about the steady, consistent effort that compounds over weeks, months, and years. With the right habits in place, success becomes not just a possibility, but an inevitability. Chapter 6. The Power of Mindset. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world. It shapes your thoughts, beliefs, and actions, ultimately determining the course of your life. A powerful mindset is the foundation of success, resilience, and personal growth. It's what allows some people to rise above challenges, turn failures into opportunities, and achieve greatness, while others remain stuck in self-doubt and negativity. If you want to unleash your full potential, mastering your mindset is the key. The first step in harnessing the power of your mindset is understanding the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset believes that abilities, intelligence, and talents are static. They're either something you're born with or something you're not. People with a fixed mindset tend to avoid challenges, give up easily, and view failure as a personal flaw. In contrast, a growth mindset believes that abilities can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. Those with a growth mindset embrace challenges, see effort as a path to mastery, and view failure as a stepping stone to success. Shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset can be transformative, opening up endless possibilities for growth and achievement. To develop a powerful mindset, you must first become aware of your inner dialogue. Your thoughts have an immense impact on how you feel and act. Negative self-talk, such as, "I can't do this," "I'm not smart enough," or "I always fail," reinforces a fixed mindset and keeps you from taking risks or trying new things. Instead, practice reframing negative thoughts into positive, empowering ones. For example, change "I can't do this" to "I'll figure out how to do this," or "I always fail" to "Every failure teaches me something valuable." Over time, this shift in language will rewire your brain to think more positively and approach challenges with confidence. Another critical element of a powerful mindset is learning to embrace challenges and setbacks. Many people fear failure, seeing it as a reflection of their worth or abilities. However, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of the process. Every successful person has faced failures, setbacks, and obstacles on their journey. The key is to view these experiences as opportunities to learn, grow, and improve. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in perspective turns every challenge into a valuable lesson and strengthens your resilience. Gratitude is also a cornerstone of a powerful mindset. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you create a sense of abundance and positivity. Gratitude helps you appreciate the present moment and reduces stress, making it easier to stay focused and motivated. Start a daily gratitude practice by writing down 3 things you're thankful for each day. This simple habit can reframe your mindset and help you approach life with optimism and hope. Visualization is another powerful tool for shaping your mindset. Close your eyes and imagine yourself achieving your goals. Picture every detail, how it feels, what it looks like, and the emotions you experience. Visualization helps train your brain to believe in the possibility of success, reinforcing your confidence and determination. When you repeatedly see yourself succeeding in your mind, your actions naturally align with that vision. Your environment also plays a significant role in shaping your mindset. Surround yourself with people who inspire, motivate, and challenge you to grow. Negative influences can drain your energy and reinforce self-doubt, while positive influences can uplift you and encourage a growth-oriented mindset. Seek out mentors, supportive friends, and communities that share your values and aspirations. Remember that cultivating a powerful mindset is a lifelong journey. It's not something you achieve overnight, but something you work on daily through small, consistent efforts. Practice self-compassion, celebrate your progress, and remain patient with yourself as you grow. The more you invest in developing a strong mindset, the more resilient, confident, and unstoppable you'll become. The power of mindset lies in its ability to transform your reality. When you believe in your potential, embrace challenges, and approach life with positivity and determination, you unlock doors to opportunities you never thought possible. With the right mindset, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Chapter 7. Embrace change. Change is inevitable. Whether we seek it or resist it, life will always throw new circumstances, challenges, and opportunities our way. For many, change feels uncomfortable, even frightening. It disrupts the familiar and forces us to step into the unknown. But here's the truth. Embracing change is the gateway to growth, progress, and the life you've always dreamed of. To unleash your greatness, you must not only accept change, but learn to welcome it as a vital part of your journey. The first step to embracing change is understanding why it feels so difficult. As humans, we are wired to seek stability and predictability. It's a survival mechanism. Change often triggers fear because it represents uncertainty. What if I fail? What if this doesn't work out? These questions can keep us clinging to the familiar, even when it no longer serves us. Recognizing this natural resistance is the first step in overcoming it. Once you understand that fear of change is normal, you can begin to challenge it rather than letting it control you. Reframing your perspective on change can make all the difference. Instead of seeing change as a threat, view it as an opportunity. Every major breakthrough in life, whether personal, professional, or emotional, comes from stepping outside your comfort zone. Think of a time when you took a risk or embraced something new. Perhaps it was starting a new job, moving to a new city, or entering a new relationship. While it may have been scary at first, it likely led to growth, new experiences, and lessons that shaped who you are today. Change is a catalyst for transformation, and when you embrace it, you open yourself to possibilities you never imagined. Learning to adapt is a crucial skill when navigating change. The more flexible and open-minded you are, the easier it becomes to adjust to new circumstances. Start by letting go of the need to control every outcome. Life is unpredictable, and trying to plan for every twist and turn is exhausting and futile. Instead, focus on what you can control: your attitude, your actions, and your effort. When you approach change with a mindset of curiosity and adaptability, it becomes less daunting and more manageable. One of the best ways to embrace change is to set clear intentions. Ask yourself, what do I want to gain from this change? How can I use this opportunity to grow? By focusing on the potential benefits, you shift your attention away from fear and toward possibility. For example, if you're starting a new career, think about the skills you'll learn, the people you'll meet, and the doors this new path might open. Intentions give you a sense of purpose and direction, even in the face of uncertainty. Another important aspect of embracing change is learning to let go of the past. Holding on to what was, whether it's an old routine, a previous job, or a past relationship, prevents you from fully stepping into what could be. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or dismissing the past. It means appreciating it for what it taught you and then moving forward. Change is about making space for new opportunities, and you can't do that if you're still clinging to what no longer fits. Resilience is key when navigating change. There will be moments of doubt, setbacks, and unexpected challenges, but these are all part of the process. Resilience allows you to bounce back, adapt, and keep moving forward. Build resilience by focusing on your strengths, seeking support when needed, and reminding yourself that every challenge is temporary. With time, the discomfort of change fades, and you'll find yourself stronger and more capable than before. Celebrate the progress you make along the way. Change is rarely easy, and every small step forward deserves recognition. Whether it's learning a new skill, overcoming a fear, or simply showing up for yourself, these moments of growth are worth celebrating. Acknowledge how far you've come and use that momentum to keep going. Embracing change isn't just about surviving the unknown, it's about thriving in it. When you stop resisting and start leaning into change, you unlock a world of possibilities. It's in these moments of uncertainty that you grow, evolve, and become the best version of yourself. Remember, change isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace, because every step into the unknown brings you closer to your greatness. Chapter 8. Master Your Time. Time is the most precious resource you have. Unlike money or material possessions, you can't earn more of it, save it for later, or get it back once it's gone. Every minute you spend is a minute you'll never see again, which is why mastering your time is essential to achieving greatness. How you choose to spend your time determines the quality of your life, your success, and the legacy you leave behind. The first step to mastering your time is understanding where it currently goes. Take a moment to reflect on your daily habits and routines. Are you spending your time on things that truly matter, or are you letting distractions, procrastination, or unimportant tasks take over? Many people feel like there aren't enough hours in the day, but often the issue isn't lack of time, it's lack of clarity and focus. Conduct an honest time audit, writing down how you spend each hour for a day or a week. This exercise will reveal patterns, inefficiencies, and areas for improvement. Once you understand where your time is going, it's time to prioritize. Not everything on your to-do list is equally important. The key is to focus on what will have the biggest impact on your goals and long-term success. Use the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle, which states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Identify the high-impact tasks that will move you closer to your vision and make those your top priorities. Setting clear, actionable goals is also crucial for effective time management. When you know exactly what you're working toward, it's easier to allocate your time wisely. Break big goals into smaller, manageable steps and schedule them into your day. For example, if you're working on a major project, set aside dedicated time each day to tackle specific tasks. Having a clear plan reduces decision fatigue and ensures that your most important work gets done. One of the biggest challenges to mastering your time is managing distractions. In today's world, it's easy to lose hours to social media, emails, or endless notifications. To stay focused, create boundaries around your time. Turn off unnecessary notifications, set limits on screen time, and designate specific blocks of time for deep, focused work. When you protect your time, you take back control of your day. Creating a daily routine is another powerful way to maximize your time. Start by establishing a morning routine that sets the tone for the rest of your day. Whether it's journaling, exercising, or planning your priorities, a structured morning routine helps you start with intention and focus. Similarly, an evening routine can help you wind down, reflect on the day's achievements, and prepare for the next day. Consistent routines reduce decision-making and make productive habits feel effortless. Delegation is another key to mastering your time. You don't have to do everything yourself. Identify tasks that can be delegated to others, whether it's at work, at home, or in your personal life, and trust others to handle them. Delegation frees up your time and energy for the things only you can do, like pursuing your passions and achieving your goals. Learn to say no. One of the most powerful time management tools is the ability to protect your time by declining commitments that don't align with your priorities. Saying yes to everything can leave you feeling overcommitted and overwhelmed. When you say no to distractions and unimportant tasks, you're saying yes to what truly matters. Practice mindfulness with your time. It's easy to fall into the trap of rushing through life, always focused on the next task or goal. But true mastery of time also means being present and intentional in the moment. Whether you're working on a project, spending time with loved ones, or enjoying a quiet moment of rest, give your full attention to what you're doing. When you approach each moment with mindfulness, time feels more meaningful and fulfilling. Mastering your time is not about squeezing as much as possible into every day. It's about using your time purposefully and intentionally. When you take control of your time, you take control of your life. Every minute becomes a building block for the life you want to create. Remember, greatness isn't about doing everything. It's about doing the right things. Make every moment count. Chapter 9. Let go of perfectionism. Perfectionism is often seen as a strength, but in reality, it's one of the greatest barriers to progress and success. It's the voice in your head that says, "It's not good enough," or "I'm not ready yet." While striving for excellence is admirable, perfectionism takes it to an unhealthy extreme, creating fear, self-doubt, and procrastination. Letting go of perfectionism doesn't mean settling for less. It means embracing the power of action, progress, and growth. The first step to overcoming perfectionism is recognizing its impact on your life. Perfectionism can lead to endless delays as you wait for the perfect time, the perfect conditions, or the perfect results. It often disguises itself as high standards, but it's rooted in fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of not being good enough. This fear can paralyze you, keeping you stuck in a cycle of overthinking and inaction. Ask yourself, how many opportunities have I missed because I was waiting to be perfect? How much progress have I delayed because I was afraid to make a mistake? Once you've identified perfectionism's hold on you, the next step is to reframe your mindset. Understand that perfection is an illusion. It doesn't exist. No one in the world is perfect, and no achievement is ever without flaws. What matters is not perfection, but progress. Every step forward, no matter how small or imperfect, brings you closer to your goals. Progress builds momentum, and momentum leads to mastery. Learning to take imperfect action is a powerful antidote to perfectionism. Instead of waiting for everything to be just right, start where you are with what you have. For example, if you're launching a project, focus on getting the first version out rather than obsessing over every detail. Remember, you can always refine and improve along the way. Action leads to clarity, and clarity leads to better results. Another key to letting go of perfectionism is embracing mistakes and failures as part of the journey. Mistakes aren't signs of inadequacy, they're opportunities to learn and grow. Think of successful people you admire. They didn't achieve greatness by avoiding failure. They embraced it, learned from it, and kept going. Instead of fearing mistakes, view them as stepping stones toward success. Perfectionism often comes with unrealistic expectations, both of yourself and others. Practice self-compassion by acknowledging your efforts and celebrating small wins. Remind yourself that it's okay to be human, to have flaws, make mistakes, and not have everything figured out. Self-compassion isn't about lowering your standards. It's about recognizing that you're doing your best, and that's enough. Setting realistic goals can also help combat perfectionism. Break big projects into smaller, manageable tasks and set deadlines for each. Focus on completing one task at a time, rather than trying to do everything at once. Celebrate progress, no matter how small, and remember that done is better than perfect. Surrounding yourself with supportive people can make a big difference. Perfectionism often thrives in isolation, where self-doubt and criticism can take over. Share your goals, progress, and struggles with people who encourage and uplift you. They can offer perspective, remind you of your strengths, and help you move forward when perfectionism tries to hold you back. Practice mindfulness to stay present in the moment. Perfectionism often keeps us focused on the future, on what could go wrong, or how things could be better. Mindfulness brings your attention back to the present, allowing you to appreciate what you've already accomplished and take meaningful steps forward. Letting go of perfectionism is about shifting your focus from an impossible ideal to a commitment to growth and action. When you release the need to be perfect, you free yourself to create, learn, and achieve at a higher level. Remember, greatness isn't about being flawless. It's about showing up, trying your best, and continuing to move forward, one step at a time. Chapter 10. Surround yourself with winners. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your mindset actions, and ultimately, your success. It's often said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to achieve greatness, you need to surround yourself with winners, people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be the best version of yourself. Your environment shapes your energy and attitude more than you realize. If you're constantly around negativity, self-doubt, or complacency, it can pull you down and keep you stuck. On the other hand, spending time with people who are driven, positive, and supportive will elevate your mindset and fuel your ambition. Winners are not necessarily people who are already at the top. They're people who are striving for growth, learning from failures, and refusing to settle for mediocrity. Start by evaluating your current circle. Who are the people you spend the most time with? Do they encourage you to grow, or do they hold you back? Are they supportive of your goals, or do they discourage or dismiss your aspirations? This doesn't mean you need to cut ties with everyone who isn't perfectly aligned with your vision, but it does mean being mindful of how their energy influences yours. Recognize that your time and energy are valuable, and choose to invest them in relationships that uplift and empower you. Winners aren't just people who are successful in the conventional sense. They're individuals with a growth mindset. They are constantly learning, taking action, and embracing challenges. By surrounding yourself with people like this, you'll naturally adopt their habits and attitudes. Their drive and determination will rub off on you, motivating you to work harder and aim higher. Seek out mentors who can guide and inspire you. Mentors are individuals who have achieved what you aspire to and are willing to share their knowledge and experiences. They can offer valuable insights, advice, and encouragement as you navigate your own journey. Don't be afraid to reach out to people you admire, whether they're in your community, industry, or even online. Many successful people are more than willing to help those who show genuine curiosity and a willingness to learn. In addition to mentors, build a network of peers who share your values and goals. These are the people who will celebrate your successes, pick you up when you fall, and hold you accountable when you need it most. A strong support system can make all the difference, especially during challenging times. Join groups, attend events, or participate in online communities that align with your interests and aspirations. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals will help you stay motivated and focused. While it's important to seek out winners, remember that relationships are a two-way street. To attract positive, ambitious people into your life, you must also strive to be that person for others. Be supportive, encouraging, and willing to share your own insights and experiences. Lift others up as you climb, and you'll create a network of relationships built on mutual respect and trust. Protect your energy by setting boundaries. Not everyone in your life will be a winner, and that's okay. But it's important to limit the time and energy you spend on relationships that drain you or pull you away from your goals. Saying no to negativity, drama, or toxic influences isn't selfish. It's necessary for your growth and well-being. Surrounding yourself with winners isn't just about building a network. It's about creating an environment that supports your journey to greatness. The people you choose to spend time with should inspire you, challenge you, and remind you of what's possible. Remember, success isn't achieved alone. It's built through the connections, support, and encouragement of others. Choose your circle wisely and watch how it transforms your life. Chapter 11. The Importance of Gratitude. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful practices you can cultivate on your journey to greatness. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, creating a mindset of abundance, positivity, and resilience. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you. It's about recognizing the value in every experience, opportunity, and relationship in your life. It's a tool that can transform how you see the world and how the world responds to you. Gratitude begins with awareness. Too often, we get caught up in the hustle of daily life, focusing on what's wrong, what we don't have, or what hasn't gone as planned. This negative focus can drain our energy and leave us feeling stuck. Practicing gratitude allows us to pause and appreciate the good in our lives, no matter how small it may seem. Start by taking a moment each day to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. These could be as simple as a kind word from a friend, the warmth of the sun, or the progress you've made toward a goal. Gratitude also helps you reframe challenges and setbacks. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, ask yourself, what lesson can I take from this? How has this experience helped me grow? For example, a difficult situation at work might teach you patience or resilience, while a failed project could push you to improve your skills. By finding value in adversity, gratitude turns obstacles into stepping stones for growth. Practicing gratitude isn't just good for your mental state, it also has tangible benefits for your relationships. When you express gratitude toward others, you strengthen your connections and foster a sense of mutual appreciation. A simple thank you or acknowledgement of someone's efforts can go a long way in building trust, respect, and goodwill. Whether it's a colleague, friend, or family member, showing gratitude creates a positive ripple effect that enhances your relationships and overall well-being. Gratitude also plays a significant role in reducing stress and increasing happiness. Research shows that people who practice gratitude regularly are more optimistic, less anxious, and more resilient in the face of challenges. Gratitude helps you focus on what's working in your life, creating a sense of balance and perspective, even during difficult times. It reminds you that, despite the challenges you may face, there is always something to be thankful for. One of the most powerful ways to incorporate gratitude into your life is through journaling. At the end of each day, write down 3 to 5 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big or profound. Sometimes the smallest moments bring the greatest joy. Over time, this habit trains your mind to seek out the positive, even in situations that may initially seem negative. Visualization is another effective way to practice gratitude. Take a few minutes each morning to close your eyes and imagine all the things you're thankful for. Picture them vividly and allow yourself to feel the warmth and appreciation they bring. This practice not only starts your day on a positive note, but also reinforces a mindset of abundance and gratitude. Gratitude isn't about ignoring challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the good, even when life gets tough. It's about acknowledging that, while there may be struggles, there is also beauty, growth, and opportunity all around you. As you cultivate gratitude, you'll notice a shift in your mindset, relationships, and overall outlook on life. It will become easier to appreciate the journey, celebrate your progress, and stay motivated to achieve your goals. Gratitude is a simple practice, but its impact is profound. It changes not just how you see the world, but how you show up in it. Remember, greatness begins with gratitude, and the more you appreciate what you have, the more you'll create to be thankful for. Chapter 12. Push through resistance. Resistance is a universal force. It shows up whenever you set out to do something meaningful, challenging, or transformative. It's the invisible barrier that makes you second-guess your decisions, delay taking action, or feel overwhelmed by self-doubt. Resistance might show up as procrastination, fear, distraction, or even fatigue. While it's natural to experience resistance, pushing through it is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who stay stuck. Understanding resistance is the first step to overcoming it. Resistance often appears strongest when you're about to make significant progress. It's a psychological and emotional reaction to stepping outside of your comfort zone. The mind craves safety and familiarity, and when you challenge that with bold goals or new ideas, resistance kicks in as a defense mechanism. Recognize that resistance isn't a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's a sign that you're growing. One of the most effective ways to push through resistance is to take immediate small actions. The hardest part of any task is often just getting started. Instead of focusing on the overwhelming scope of the entire project, break it down into tiny, manageable steps. For example, if you're writing a book and feel paralyzed by resistance, start with a single sentence or spend 5 minutes brainstorming ideas. Once you take the first step, momentum begins to build and resistance starts to fade. Another powerful strategy is to shift your focus from the fear of failure to the excitement of progress. Resistance thrives on fear. It feeds on thoughts like, "What if I'm not good enough?" or "What if this doesn't work?" Counteract this by focusing on what you stand to gain. Imagine how it will feel to accomplish your goal, the pride you'll experience, and the doors it will open for you. By keeping your eyes on the rewards instead of the obstacles, you can reduce the power of resistance. Cultivating discipline is also key to overcoming resistance. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline keeps you moving forward regardless of how you feel in the moment. Create a routine or schedule that prioritizes your most important tasks and commit to showing up consistently even when resistance tries to hold you back. Treat your commitment like a promise to yourself, a non-negotiable act of self-respect. Surrounding yourself with support can also help you push through resistance. Share your goals and struggles with someone you trust, whether it's a friend, mentor, or accountability partner. They can provide encouragement, perspective, and reminders of why you started. Sometimes, just knowing that someone believes in you can be enough to reignite your determination and keep you moving forward. Another powerful tool is to reframe resistance as part of the process rather than an obstacle. Instead of thinking, "Why is this so hard?" remind yourself, "This is what growth feels like." Resistance isn't a barrier to success. It's a sign that you're doing the work that matters. Embrace it as evidence that you're challenging yourself and pushing your boundaries. Visualization can also be a game changer when facing resistance. Take a few moments to close your eyes and imagine yourself successfully overcoming the challenge. Picture every detail, how it feels, what it looks like, and the sense of accomplishment you'll experience. Visualization trains your mind to see success as inevitable, reducing the mental friction that resistance creates. Remind yourself of your why. Resistance often makes us forget why we started in the first place. Take time to reconnect with your purpose and the deeper reasons behind your goals. Whether it's creating a better future for your family, pursuing a lifelong dream, or making a positive impact on the world, your why can reignite your passion and give you the strength to push through any obstacle. Resistance is not the enemy, it's a natural part of growth and transformation. By understanding it, taking small actions and staying committed to your vision, you can move beyond the barriers that hold you back. Every time you push through resistance, you build resilience, confidence, and momentum, bringing you closer to your goals and the greatness that awaits you on the other side. Chapter 13. Build Resilience Through Failures. Failure is one of the most feared experiences in life, yet it is also one of the most valuable. It's easy to see failure as a setback, something to avoid at all costs. However, failure is not the opposite of success. It is a stepping stone on the path to greatness. Every great achiever has faced failure, learned from it, and emerged stronger. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from failure, is one of the most important traits you can develop to unlock your potential and achieve lasting success. The first step to building resilience through failure is changing how you view it. Many people see failure as a reflection of their worth or abilities, but this perspective is limiting and harmful. Instead, view failure as feedback. It's not an indictment of who you are, it's information about what didn't work. Failure is a natural part of growth, an opportunity to learn, adapt, and improve. When you see failure as a teacher rather than an enemy, you take away its power to paralyze you. Embracing failure also means letting go of the fear of making mistakes. Fear of failure often prevents people from taking risks or pursuing their dreams. But the truth is, avoiding failure means avoiding growth. To achieve greatness, you must be willing to take risks, make mistakes, and learn from them. Every failure brings you one step closer to success, as long as you're willing to analyze what went wrong and adjust your approach. Resilience is built by taking ownership of your failures. Instead of blaming circumstances, other people, or bad luck, take responsibility for your actions and choices. This doesn't mean beating yourself up or dwelling on what went wrong. It means acknowledging your role in the outcome and identifying what you can do differently next time. Taking ownership gives you the power to change and grow. Learning from failure requires reflection. After experiencing a setback, take time to analyze what happened. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What could I have done differently? What lessons can I take away from this experience? By reflecting on your failures, you gain valuable insights that can guide you in the future. For example, if a business idea didn't work out, maybe it taught you about market research, timing, or persistence. These lessons are priceless and will serve you well as you move forward. Another key to building resilience is maintaining a growth mindset. A growth mindset sees failure as a temporary and necessary part of the journey, not a permanent state. It recognizes that skills, abilities, and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. When you adopt a growth mindset, failure becomes an opportunity to grow rather than a reason to quit. Resilience also comes from having a strong support system. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, encourage you, and remind you of your strengths when you're feeling defeated. Share your failures with trusted friends, mentors, or peers who can offer perspective and advice. Sometimes simply hearing someone say, "I've been there too, and you'll get through this," can be incredibly empowering. Practicing self-compassion is equally important. Failure can trigger feelings of shame or inadequacy, but beating yourself up only makes it harder to move forward. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, just as you would a friend. Remind yourself that failure is a normal part of life and doesn't define your worth. Celebrate your efforts, even if the outcome wasn't what you hoped for, and focus on the courage it took to try in the first place. Resilience is about persistence. The road to success is rarely smooth. It's filled with detours, setbacks, and challenges. The key is to keep going. Each time you rise after a failure, you become stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the next step. Remember, resilience isn't about never falling. It's about always getting back up. Failure is not the end of the road. It's a part of the journey. By learning from your mistakes, taking responsibility, and staying persistent, you can turn every failure into a stepping stone for success. The ability to bounce back, adapt, and keep moving forward is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who give up. Embrace failure, build resilience, and remember, every setback is setting you up for a stronger comeback. Chapter 14. The role of self-discipline. Self-discipline is the backbone of success. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. While motivation gets you started, self-discipline is what keeps you going. It ensures you follow through on your commitments, stick to your goals, and make consistent progress toward the life you want to build. Without self-discipline, even the best intentions can fall apart. But with it, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Self-discipline starts with clarity. You need to know what you're working toward and why it matters. When your goals are clear and aligned with your values, it becomes easier to stay disciplined. Write down your goals and keep them in a place where you can see them every day. This constant reminder of your why will help you stay focused, even when distractions and temptations arise. The key to building self-discipline is to start small. Many people set themselves up for failure by trying to overhaul their entire lives overnight. For example, if you want to get fit, don't commit to working out for 2 hours every day right away. Instead, start with a manageable routine, like 15 minutes of exercise 3 times a week. Small, consistent actions build momentum and create habits that become easier to maintain over time. Creating a routine is one of the most effective ways to strengthen self-discipline. When you have a set schedule, you eliminate the need to decide what to do and when to do it. For example, if you set aside time every morning to work on your most important task, it becomes a habit rather than a decision. The less you rely on willpower and the more you rely on structure, the easier it is to stay disciplined. Another important aspect of self-discipline is learning to resist short-term gratification in favor of long-term rewards. This is often called delayed gratification, and it's a skill that can be developed with practice. For instance, instead of spending an evening scrolling through social media, you might choose to use that time to work on a project that brings you closer to your goals. While the immediate gratification of relaxation might be tempting, the long-term satisfaction of making progress is far more rewarding. Accountability is a powerful tool for maintaining self-discipline. Share your goals with someone you trust, whether it's a friend, mentor, or accountability partner. When someone else knows what you're working toward, you're more likely to follow through. Regular check-ins can keep you on track and provide encouragement when your discipline starts to waver. Learning to manage your emotions is also essential for self-discipline. There will be days when you feel tired, discouraged, or overwhelmed. On those days, it's easy to let emotions dictate your actions. Instead, develop strategies to stay grounded and focused, such as deep breathing, meditation, or simply reminding yourself of your why. Remember, feelings are temporary, but the results of disciplined action last. It's also important to reward yourself for staying disciplined. Positive reinforcement helps you associate discipline with satisfaction and success. For example, if you've successfully stuck to a new habit for a week, treat yourself to something you enjoy, like a relaxing evening or a favorite snack. Celebrating small wins keeps you motivated and reinforces the habit of discipline. Building self-discipline takes time, effort, and patience. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. You'll have setbacks and moments of weakness, but what matters is that you keep going. Each time you choose discipline over distraction, you strengthen your resolve and bring yourself closer to your goals. Self-discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the key to turning your dreams into reality, one step at a time. When you develop self-discipline, you gain control over your actions, your time, and ultimately your life. Remember, greatness isn't achieved through occasional bursts of effort. It's built through disciplined action every single day. Chapter 15. Unleash your creativity. Creativity is not limited to artists, musicians, or writers. It's an innate human ability that resides in all of us. Whether you're solving a problem, developing a new idea, or finding innovative ways to improve your life, creativity is the force that allows you to think beyond the ordinary and achieve extraordinary results. It's the spark that leads to breakthroughs, fuels passion, and sets you apart from the crowd. To unleash your creativity, you must learn to tap into this boundless resource and nurture it consistently. The first step to unlocking your creativity is recognizing that it's already within you. Many people believe they aren't creative because they associate creativity with traditional artistic skills. However, creativity is about thinking differently, combining ideas in new ways, and approaching challenges with fresh perspectives. It's about asking, "What if?" and being open to exploring the answers. Creativity isn't a talent reserved for the few. It's a skill that anyone can develop with practice and intention. One of the best ways to spark creativity is to give yourself time and space to think. In today's fast-paced world, we're often so busy that we rarely allow ourselves the opportunity to pause and reflect. Schedule moments of quiet in your day, whether it's through journaling, meditating, or simply sitting in silence. These moments create room for new ideas to emerge. Often, your most creative insights will come when you're relaxed and free from distractions. Another powerful way to foster creativity is to expose yourself to new experiences. Creativity thrives on diversity of thought and perspective. Read books outside your usual genre, visit new places, meet different people, or try a new hobby. The more you expand your horizons, the more connections your brain can make between seemingly unrelated ideas. These connections are often the foundation of creative breakthroughs. Overcoming the fear of failure is essential for unleashing creativity. Creativity requires risk. It's about stepping into the unknown and trying something new. Fear of judgment or making mistakes can stifle your creative energy and prevent you from experimenting with new ideas. Instead of striving for perfection, embrace the process of trial and error. Every failed attempt is a step closer to discovering what works. Remember, some of the greatest innovations in history were born from countless failures. Collaboration is another way to ignite your creativity. Working with others exposes you to different perspectives and ideas, which can inspire your own creative thinking. Whether it's brainstorming with colleagues, discussing ideas with friends, or participating in a creative community, collaboration often leads to innovative solutions and fresh insights. Don't be afraid to share your ideas and build on the input of others. Creativity also requires curiosity. Approach life with a sense of wonder and a willingness to ask questions. Why do things work the way they do? What could be done differently? How can this be improved? Curiosity opens the door to new possibilities and fuels your desire to explore, experiment, and create. To unleash your creativity, it's important to cultivate a mindset of playfulness and exploration. Creativity often emerges when you're having fun, so don't be afraid to let go of rigid thinking and experiment with new approaches. Give yourself permission to try unconventional methods, explore crazy ideas, and think outside the box. Some of the best ideas come from moments of playful experimentation. Your environment plays a significant role in your creative process. Surround yourself with inspiration, art, books, nature, or anything that sparks your imagination. Create a dedicated space for your creative work, free from distractions. A positive, stimulating environment encourages your mind to explore and innovate. Make creativity a daily habit. Like any skill, creativity grows with practice. Set aside time each day to work on creative projects, brainstorm ideas, or simply daydream. Keep a notebook or digital file to capture your thoughts and inspirations as they arise. The more you exercise your creative muscles, the stronger they become. Unleashing your creativity isn't just about generating new ideas. It's about approaching life with curiosity, openness, and a willingness to take risks. When you embrace creativity as a way of thinking and living, you unlock new possibilities, find innovative solutions, and discover untapped potential within yourself. Remember, creativity is not a gift, it's a choice. Choose to unleash it and watch as it transforms your life and leads you closer to greatness. Chapter 16. The Value of Giving Back. True greatness isn't just about personal achievement, it's about the impact you have on others and the legacy you leave behind. Giving back, whether through your time, resources, or knowledge, is one of the most powerful ways to create a meaningful life. When you lift others up, you not only enrich their lives, but also experience a deep sense of fulfillment and purpose in your own. The value of giving back goes far beyond the act itself. It has the power to transform both the giver and the receiver. Giving back starts with recognizing that you have something to offer. Many people believe they need to be wealthy, successful, or highly skilled to make a difference, but that's not true. Whether it's lending a helping hand, sharing your expertise, or simply offering a kind word, your contributions can have a ripple effect on the lives of others. Small acts of generosity, like mentoring someone, volunteering at a local organization, or even just listening to someone who needs support, can create a profound impact. One of the greatest benefits of giving back is the sense of connection it fosters. Humans are wired for connection, and acts of service bring us closer to others in meaningful ways. When you give back, you build relationships, strengthen communities, and create a sense of belonging. This connection not only benefits others, but also enhances your own emotional well-being. Studies have shown that people who regularly give back report higher levels of happiness, reduced stress, and an overall greater sense of life satisfaction. Giving back also helps you grow as a person. It shifts your perspective, helping you appreciate what you have and see the world through the eyes of others. When you step into someone else's shoes, whether it's by supporting a struggling friend, mentoring a young professional, or volunteering for a cause, you gain valuable insights and develop greater empathy. These experiences can inspire gratitude, deepen your understanding of life, and motivate you to continue making a difference. Beyond personal growth, giving back has a powerful way of reinforcing your own goals and values. For example, if you're passionate about education, mentoring students can remind you of the importance of learning and inspire you to keep pursuing your own knowledge. If you're committed to sustainability, volunteering for environmental causes can strengthen your dedication to making eco-friendly choices. By aligning your giving with your passions, you create a sense of harmony between your actions and your purpose. Another incredible aspect of giving back is its ability to inspire others. Your generosity can serve as a model for those around you, encouraging them to take action and contribute in their own way. Imagine the ripple effect of one act of kindness. The person you help may go on to help someone else, and the cycle continues, creating a network of positive change. Giving back doesn't have to be limited to your community. It can also be integrated into your work or business. For example, you can mentor colleagues, share valuable resources with your team, or dedicate a portion of your earnings to charitable causes. By making generosity a part of your professional life, you not only contribute to others, but also build a reputation as someone who cares deeply about making a difference. Time is often just as valuable as money when it comes to giving back. While financial donations are impactful, offering your time and skills can be equally meaningful. Volunteering at a local shelter, teaching a skill to someone in need, or simply being present for someone going through a tough time are all ways to make a tangible difference. Time is one of the most precious resources you can give because it shows others that they matter. Giving back reminds us of our shared humanity. In a world that often feels divided, acts of kindness and generosity bring people together. They remind us that we're all interconnected and that by helping each other, we can create a better world for everyone. When you give back, you're not just helping someone else, you're contributing to a greater sense of unity and purpose. The value of giving back lies not only in the impact it creates, but also in the person it helps you become. It shifts your focus from self-interest to the greater good, fosters gratitude and connection, and leaves a legacy that extends far beyond your individual accomplishments. Greatness is not achieved in isolation. It's built by lifting others up. By giving back, you create a ripple effect of positivity and purpose that benefits everyone, including yourself. Chapter 17. Master Your Health. Health is the foundation of everything you do. Without it, even the greatest ambitions, plans, and goals become impossible to achieve. Your physical, mental, and emotional well-being are interconnected, and mastering your health is essential for unleashing your full potential. It's not just about avoiding illness. It's about cultivating energy, focus, and resilience so that you can show up as your best self every single day. The first step to mastering your health is understanding that it's a daily commitment. Good health isn't achieved through occasional bursts of effort. It's built through consistent habits that support your body and mind. Start by taking an honest look at your current lifestyle. Are you getting enough sleep? Eating nutritious foods? Moving your body regularly? Managing stress effectively? Your health is a reflection of your daily choices, and small improvements can make a big difference over time. Sleep is one of the most critical components of health, yet it's often overlooked. Poor sleep affects your mood, focus, and energy levels, making it harder to stay productive and motivated. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. Create a bedtime routine that helps you wind down, such as turning off screens an hour before bed, practicing relaxation techniques, or reading a book. Sleep is when your body repairs itself. Your brain consolidates memories and your energy is restored, so don't underestimate its importance. Nutrition is another cornerstone of good health. The food you eat fuels your body and mind, directly impacting your energy, focus, and overall well-being. Focus on eating a balanced diet, rich in whole, nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and whole grains. Avoid excessive sugar, processed foods, and unhealthy fats, as these can drain your energy and lead to long-term health issues. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water throughout the day. It's a simple habit that can improve your focus, energy, and overall health. Regular physical activity is essential for both your physical and mental health. Exercise not only strengthens your body, but also releases endorphins, which improve your mood and reduce stress. You don't have to spend hours at the gym to see results. Find an activity you enjoy, whether it's walking, swimming, dancing, or practicing yoga, and aim for at least 30 minutes of movement most days of the week. Physical activity also boosts your energy, improves your sleep, and helps you stay focused on your goals. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and taking care of your mind should be a priority. Practice mindfulness or meditation to reduce stress, improve focus, and cultivate a sense of inner calm. Journaling can also be a powerful tool for processing emotions, gaining clarity, and staying connected to your goals. Don't hesitate to seek support from a therapist or counselor if you're struggling. Taking care of your mental health is a sign of strength, not weakness. Stress management is a vital part of mastering your health. Chronic stress can take a toll on your body and mind, leading to fatigue, anxiety, and even serious health problems. Identify your stressors and find healthy ways to manage them, such as deep breathing exercises, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies that bring you joy. Learning to say no to unnecessary commitments and setting boundaries can also help reduce stress and protect your well-being. Building healthy relationships is another key to overall health. Positive, supportive connections with others can boost your mood, reduce stress, and provide a sense of belonging. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and invest time in nurturing these relationships. At the same time, set boundaries with toxic or draining individuals to protect your emotional well-being. Remember that mastering your health is a lifelong journey. It's not about being perfect, but about making consistent, intentional choices that support your body, mind, and spirit. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and be patient with yourself when setbacks occur. Every step you take toward better health is a step toward a better, more fulfilling life. Health is your greatest asset. It fuels your energy, focus, and ability to pursue your goals. By prioritizing your physical, mental, and emotional well-being, you create a strong foundation for success in every area of your life. Master your health, and you'll unlock the energy and resilience needed to achieve greatness. Chapter 18. Focus on the present moment. The present moment is all we truly have. While the past is a memory and the future is a projection, the present is where life unfolds. Yet so many of us spend our days either dwelling on what has already happened or worrying about what might come. Focusing on the present moment is a skill that not only enhances your happiness and clarity, but also helps you achieve your goals with greater efficiency and purpose. It's about being fully engaged in the here and now, where transformation truly begins. The first step to focusing on the present moment is awareness. Take a moment to reflect. How often do you find your mind wandering? Perhaps you're replaying past mistakes, imagining what-if scenarios, or anticipating future challenges. These thought patterns can create unnecessary stress, distract you from your goals, and rob you of the joy found in the present. Recognizing when your mind is drifting allows you to gently bring your attention back to what's happening now. Mindfulness is one of the most powerful practices for cultivating presence. It's the art of fully experiencing the moment without judgment. Start by paying attention to your senses, what you see, hear, feel, and smell right now. Take deep breaths and focus on how your body feels in this exact moment. Whether you're eating a meal, walking, or working on a project, practice being fully immersed in the activity. When you're mindful, even the simplest tasks can become meaningful and fulfilling. Letting go of the past is crucial for living in the present. Many people carry emotional baggage, regrets, disappointments, or unresolved conflicts that weigh them down. While it's important to learn from the past, dwelling on it keeps you stuck. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to, and how is it serving me? Practice forgiveness, both for yourself and others, and focus on the lessons you've gained rather than the pain you've endured. Equally important is releasing your grip on the future. While setting goals and planning are necessary, excessive worry about what might happen can create anxiety and overwhelm. The best way to prepare for the future is by fully engaging in the present. When you give your full attention to the task at hand, you're more productive, creative, and effective, which naturally leads to better outcomes down the line. Gratitude is a powerful tool for grounding yourself in the present moment. When you focus on what you have right now, rather than what you're missing or striving for, you cultivate a sense of contentment and abundance. Start a daily gratitude practice by writing down 3 things you're thankful for each day. This simple habit helps you appreciate the here and now, shifting your perspective to one of positivity and mindfulness. Distractions are one of the biggest obstacles to staying present. In today's digital age, it's easy to get pulled away by constant notifications, social media, and multitasking. Create intentional boundaries to protect your focus. Turn off unnecessary notifications, designate specific times for checking emails or social media, and commit to single tasking rather than juggling multiple responsibilities at once. The more you minimize distractions, the easier it becomes to stay engaged in the present. Practicing self-compassion is also essential for focusing on the present. Sometimes we get stuck in the past or future because we're too hard on ourselves, criticizing past mistakes or worrying about future failures. Treat yourself with kindness and remind yourself that it's okay to be imperfect. By embracing where you are now, you free yourself from the pressure of being better or further ahead and can focus on taking the next step forward. One of the greatest benefits of living in the present is the sense of peace it brings. When you're fully engaged in the moment, you're not weighed down by regrets or fears. You can fully experience the joy, beauty, and connection that life has to offer, whether it's enjoying a conversation with a loved one, appreciating a beautiful sunset, or feeling the satisfaction of completing a task. Presence enhances every aspect of your life. Remember that focusing on the present doesn't mean ignoring the past or future. It's about creating balance. Reflect on the past to learn and grow, and plan for the future to set your course, but always return to the here and now, where action happens and progress is made. When you focus on the present moment, you unlock the power to live intentionally and fully. The present is where your energy, creativity, and joy reside. It's where you take steps toward your goals, build meaningful connections, and experience life to its fullest. By mastering the art of presence, you'll not only achieve more, but also find greater peace and fulfillment along the way. Chapter 19. Stay consistent, not perfect. Consistency is the secret ingredient to success. While perfection may sound appealing, it's often an unrealistic standard that leads to frustration, burnout, and stagnation. The key to achieving your goals isn't doing everything perfectly, it's showing up consistently, even when things don't go as planned. Progress is built through steady, intentional effort over time, and learning to prioritize consistency over perfection will transform the way you approach challenges and opportunities in life. Consistency begins with realistic expectations. Many people set themselves up for failure by expecting immediate results or striving for flawless execution. But the truth is, success is rarely the result of a single monumental effort. It's the product of small, repeated actions that compound over time. Whether you're building a new habit, working toward a goal, or improving a skill, remind yourself that it's not about being perfect every day, it's about showing up day after day. One of the most effective ways to stay consistent is to create a routine. Routines take the guesswork out of your day, making it easier to stay on track. For example, if your goal is to exercise regularly, schedule your workouts at the same time every day. If you want to write a book, set aside a specific block of time each morning to write. By making your actions a non-negotiable part of your daily life, you reduce the temptation to skip them. Breaking big goals into smaller, manageable tasks is another powerful strategy for consistency. Large goals can feel overwhelming, leading to procrastination or giving up altogether. Instead, focus on the next step. For instance, if you're trying to save money, start by setting a small, achievable weekly savings goal. These incremental wins build momentum and make it easier to stay committed over the long term. Tracking your progress can also help you stay consistent. Keep a journal, use an app, or create a visual tracker to monitor your daily efforts. Seeing your progress, no matter how small, provides a sense of accomplishment and motivates you to keep going. Celebrate your milestones along the way. as they reinforce your commitment and remind you how far you've come. It's important to recognize that setbacks are a natural part of the process. Life is unpredictable, and there will be days when you miss a step or fall short of your goals. What matters is not that you were perfect, but that you get back on track. Treat setbacks as temporary detours, not permanent roadblocks. Instead of letting one missed day derail your progress, remind yourself that consistency is about the long game. The quicker you return to your routine, the less impact the setback will have. Learning to let go of the need for perfection is essential for staying consistent. Perfectionism often leads to paralysis. If you can't do something perfectly, you might avoid doing it altogether. But remember, done is better than perfect. Taking imperfect action is far more effective than waiting for the perfect conditions or results. Progress, no matter how small, is always better than standing still. Another key to consistency is maintaining a clear why. Remind yourself regularly of the purpose behind your actions. Why did you set this goal? How will achieving it improve your life or the lives of others? When your motivation starts to waver, reconnecting with your why can reignite your passion and help you push through challenges. Accountability can also play a crucial role in staying consistent. Share your goals with a friend, mentor, or accountability partner who can encourage you and hold you to your commitments. Regular check-ins provide an extra layer of motivation and support, especially during times when your resolve might falter. Be patient with yourself. Consistency doesn't mean you'll see immediate results. It means trusting the process and staying committed, even when progress feels slow. Great achievements are built over time, and every small effort contributes to the bigger picture. By focusing on consistency rather than perfection, you'll not only make steady progress, but also build resilience, discipline, and confidence along the way. Staying consistent, not perfect, is the key to lasting success. It's about showing up, putting in the work, and trusting that your efforts will pay off. Remember, greatness isn't achieved in a single leap. It's built one small step at a time. Keep going, stay consistent, and you'll be amazed at how far you can go. Chapter 20. Celebrate your growth. Every journey toward greatness is made up of countless small steps, lessons, and milestones. Along the way, it's easy to focus solely on what's left to accomplish, overlooking how far you've already come. But taking the time to celebrate your growth is just as important as setting your goals. Acknowledging your progress reinforces your motivation, builds confidence, and reminds you that every effort you've made matters. Celebrating your growth is not about stopping to rest on your laurels. It's about fueling your journey and preparing for the next challenge ahead. Celebrating your growth begins with recognizing it. Life moves quickly, and we often achieve things without pausing to appreciate them. Reflect on the progress you've made, no matter how small it may seem. Perhaps you've developed a new skill, overcome a fear, or taken consistent steps toward a larger goal. Each of these achievements is a testament to your commitment and hard work. Take a moment to acknowledge and honor them. One of the best ways to track your growth is by keeping a journal or record of your journey. Write down your goals, challenges, and successes along the way. When you look back on where you started and see how much you've accomplished, it becomes clear just how far you've come. For example, if you've been working on improving your health, reflect on the small habits you've adopted and how they've contributed to your well-being. This practice not only helps you celebrate your growth, but also gives you clarity on the strategies that worked best. Celebrate milestones, both big and small. Too often, we wait for the big wins to celebrate, but it's the smaller victories that keep us motivated day to day. Did you finally stick to a habit for a month? Did you complete a challenging project at work? Did you step out of your comfort zone and try something new? These are all worth celebrating. Recognize the effort and growth behind each accomplishment, no matter how minor it might seem. It's also important to celebrate the lessons learned from failures and setbacks. Growth doesn't come from success alone. It comes from persistence, resilience, and the ability to adapt when things don't go as planned. Think about the challenges you've faced and how they've shaped you. What did you learn? How have those lessons helped you move forward? Celebrate not just the outcome, but the strength and determination you showed in navigating difficult times. Celebrating your growth can take many forms. It might be as simple as taking a moment of quiet reflection to appreciate your progress or treating yourself to something special. For bigger milestones, consider sharing your success with loved ones, whether it's a dinner, a small gathering, or simply a conversation with someone who's supported you along the way. Sharing your wins not only amplifies the joy, but also strengthens your connections with those who matter most. While it's important to celebrate, remember that growth is an ongoing process. Acknowledging your progress doesn't mean you've reached the end of your journey. Instead, it's about pausing to recharge, refocus, and remind yourself of what's possible. Celebrations create a positive feedback loop, reinforcing the behaviors and habits that led to your success and encouraging you to keep moving forward. Gratitude is a powerful part of celebrating your growth. Take time to appreciate the people, experiences, and opportunities that have contributed to your journey. Thank the mentors who guided you, the friends who encouraged you, and even the challenges that taught you resilience. Gratitude shifts your focus to the abundance in your life and fosters a mindset of positivity and fulfillment. Finally, use your growth as inspiration for the future. Reflect on what you've achieved and think about what's next. What new goals excite you? What lessons from your journey can you apply moving forward? Growth is a lifelong journey, and each milestone is a stepping stone to something even greater. Celebrating your growth is about more than just acknowledging your accomplishments. It's about embracing the person you've become and the possibilities that lie ahead. It's a reminder that every effort, no matter how small, contributes to your greatness. So take a moment to pause, reflect, and celebrate all that you've achieved. Then, with renewed energy and confidence, continue the journey toward the incredible life you're building. Chapter 20. Celebrate your growth. Every journey toward greatness is made up of countless small steps, lessons, and milestones. Along the way, it's easy to focus solely on what's left to accomplish, overlooking how far you've already come. But taking the time to celebrate your growth is just as important as setting your goals. Acknowledging your progress reinforces your motivation, builds confidence, and reminds you that every effort you've made matters. Celebrating your growth is not about stopping to rest on your laurels. It's about fueling your journey and preparing for the next challenge ahead. Celebrating your growth begins with recognizing it. Life moves quickly, and we often achieve things without pausing to appreciate them. Reflect on the progress you've made, no matter how small it may seem. Perhaps you've developed a new skill, overcome a fear, or taken consistent steps toward a larger goal. Each of these achievements is a testament to your commitment and hard work. Take a moment to acknowledge and honor them. One of the best ways to track your growth is by keeping a journal or record of your journey. Write down your goals, challenges, and successes along the way. When you look back on where you started and see how much you've accomplished, it becomes clear just how far you've come. For example, if you've been working on improving your health, reflect on the small habits you've adopted and how they've contributed to your well-being. This practice not only helps you celebrate your growth, but also gives you clarity on the strategies that worked best. Celebrate milestones, both big and small. Too often, we wait for the big wins to celebrate, but it's the smaller victories that keep us motivated day to day. Did you finally stick to a habit for a month? Did you complete a challenging project at work? Did you step out of your comfort zone and try something new? These are all worth celebrating. Recognize the effort and growth behind each accomplishment, no matter how minor it might seem. It's also important to celebrate the lessons learned from failures and setbacks. Growth doesn't come from success alone. It comes from persistence, resilience, and the ability to adapt when things don't go as planned. Think about the challenges you've faced and how they've shaped you. What did you learn? How have those lessons helped you move forward? Celebrate not just the outcome, but the strength and determination you showed in navigating difficult times. Celebrating your growth can take many forms. It might be as simple as taking a moment of quiet reflection to appreciate your progress, or treating yourself to something special. For bigger milestones, consider sharing your success with loved ones, whether it's a dinner, a small gathering, or simply a conversation with someone who's supported you along the way. Sharing your wins not only amplifies the joy, but also strengthens your connections with those who matter most. While it's important to celebrate, remember that growth is an ongoing process. Acknowledging your progress doesn't mean you've reached the end of your journey. Instead, it's about pausing to recharge, refocus, and remind yourself of what's possible. Celebrations create a positive feedback loop, reinforcing the behaviors and habits that led to your success and encouraging you to keep moving forward. Gratitude is a powerful part of celebrating your growth. Take time to appreciate the people, experiences, and opportunities that have contributed to your journey. Thank the mentors who guided you, the friends who encouraged you, and even the challenges that taught you resilience. Gratitude shifts your focus to the abundance in your life and fosters a mindset of positivity and fulfillment. Use your growth as inspiration for the future. Reflect on what you've achieved and think about what's next. What new goals excite you? What lessons from your journey can you apply moving forward? Growth is a lifelong journey, and each milestone is a stepping stone to something even greater. Celebrating your growth is about more than just acknowledging your accomplishments. It's about embracing the person you've become and the possibilities that lie ahead. It's a reminder that every effort, no matter how small, contributes to your greatness. So take a moment to pause, reflect, and celebrate all that you've achieved. Then, with renewed energy and confidence, continue the journey toward the incredible life you're building. Greatness is not a destination, it's a journey. As you've seen throughout this book, unlocking your full potential requires clarity, discipline, resilience, and above all, action. It's about making bold decisions, embracing change, overcoming fear, and committing to consistent growth, one step at a time. But most importantly, it's about recognizing that greatness already exists within you. This journey is not about becoming someone else. It's about uncovering and amplifying the best version of yourself. As you reflect on the lessons and strategies shared in these chapters, remember that transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's built through daily choices, small, deliberate actions that compound over time. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but each of these is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and strengthen your resolve. Every time you push through resistance, embrace a new mindset, or take one more step toward your goals, you're proving to yourself just how capable you are. This journey to greatness is deeply personal. Your vision, goals, and path are uniquely yours, and there is no one-size-fits-all formula for success. Take the principles and strategies you've learned here and tailor them to your own life. Listen to your intuition, align your actions with your values, and stay connected to your why. When you lead with purpose and authenticity, you create a life that feels not just successful, but deeply meaningful. Progress matters more than perfection. You don't need to have everything figured out or execute every plan flawlessly. What matters is that you keep moving forward, learning from every experience and celebrating each step along the way. Be patient with yourself, embrace the process, and trust that with time and effort, you'll achieve more than you ever thought possible. As you continue on this journey, don't forget to give back. True greatness is not achieved in isolation. It's about lifting others as you climb. Whether it's through your knowledge, resources, or kindness, your impact on others will create a ripple effect of positivity and growth. When you give back, you not only enrich the lives of others, but also deepen your own sense of purpose and fulfillment. Celebrate your growth. Take time to reflect on how far you've come and the person you've become. Every challenge you've faced, every lesson you've learned, and every success you've achieved has brought you closer to your potential. This journey is yours to embrace, and it's one of endless possibilities. Greatness is within your reach, but it requires action. So, take what you've learned, apply it with courage and consistency, and step boldly into the life you've envisioned. The best version of yourself is waiting, and the world needs the unique greatness only you can offer. Your journey doesn't end here, it begins now. Go forward with confidence, resilience, and purpose. Embrace the journey to greatness and watch as you create a life filled with success, happiness, and fulfillment. The best is yet to come.